Hello, this is Van from Catfish and the Bottlemen. For more interviews, go to alicedalemusic.com.
So I'm here yet again with Van from Catfish and the Bottlemen. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you, love. How are you?
I'm good. Now it's been over a year since we sat down properly. I saw you vaguely in February, I think. Reading Festival, 2014. It was obviously a massive buzz because you just came off the Festival Republic stage and there was so much sort of like hype around the performance, so many people turned up. How have things been since Reading? Because obviously we haven't really been able to sit down since then.
The same as they were that day, but just bigger. You know, like everyone's. It's always been funny. You know what I mean? Like that day we came off, you seen us. We were just going. We were buzzing off the size of the crowd, and then we did it a month ago. Or how long ago was last Reading? A month or two ago.
Yeah.
And you know, it was the same, but with 10,000 more or however many it was, and just always the same kind of feeling. Just like as if this many people know the songs. You know what I mean? This is quality.
You actually switched lead guitarists because obviously, Bondi joined. Having that new guitarist and that changeover, did it make a difference to the band? Did it feel like you almost had created a new group sort of with that?
It felt like I used to go see Bondi's band when I was younger. You know, and go watch him a lot. So when all my friends were saying, Johnny Marr, Johnny Squire, all these guitar players, I was going, there's this kid from Newcastle, Johnny Bond, mate, you want to get into him, he's quality. So yeah, when he joined, it was just like, well, we just became brother. Well, we've been in the band. Me and Benji have been in the band together. This will be our 8th year next year. So we've always been playing music together, but we've been playing music together, in the same places, in the same, the same situation for years. So when Bondi joined, it became a completely different thing. It was like a brand new atmosphere, brand new unit, and now we're just like, I call him the saviour when he joined, because we were in a weird place, but it's quality.
To add on to that, I mean, it's probably perfect timing that he joined then, because it was sort of after that Reading performance that everything sort of just went 100 miles an hour, speeding into motion with everything, and you started touring and released the Balcony. What was it like sort of releasing that album and having finally sort of all your work out there for people to listen to and judge?
Quality, just we spent our whole lives, we spent our whole lives giving it away, putting it on fronts of cars, and we used to go to festivals and leave a day early, put it on all the windscreens like demos we made. Just you see them now, people eBay them and bring them to the gigs to sign and stuff. People who've kept them, and like as the CDs with our little inlays in with Catfish and the Bottlemen on, and it's still got Tyrant on its sidewinder on it, which made the album. And, so to release it on a label, and then we released it on an independent label, Communion, and then halfway through Ireland picked it up, who were like, obviously a major, and then over in America the same happened with Capitol and Virgin Records, and now the next one's ready to be released worldwide majorly. I never really dreamt of getting a deal. It was always a London thing to get a deal, and we were up the other end, and our thing was always selling out places, gigs. So it's just good to release the music to make people come to the gigs.
Following on from Reading Festival, then in 2014 December, you won the BBC Introducing Award. Well, that's when you kind of started, I guess people picked up your music a lot more. And I think, it was, didn't you send Kathleen to Ewan Mcgregor? Because there's, tell me about your friendship with Ewan McGregor and how you involved him with your banter in the band.
With us and Ewan, we just made a video with him in it, like, that was it.
Yeah.
And then his daughter showed it him. He found it hilarious, invited us for breakfast. I said, do you want to do a video? He said, yeah. And then we did a video, and that was it. And since then he's just been really supportive of us, and his daughter always comes to see us, and she's quality, and she's a photographer. They're just nice people, you know what I mean? It's just, I think he was humbled by how much we were a fan, and then obviously we were, humbled isn't the word, when we met him, it was like more blown away. We said he's the most interested and interesting guy I've ever met. All he wanted to talk about was what it's like to be in a band, and all we wanted to talk about was, what was it like being in train spotting and all that kind of thing.
Do you see any more of you sort of popping up in the Bottlemen future?
Yeah, definitely. I think it might be my turn to go on one of his films next, you know what I mean?
How long did it take you guys to get that video together?
Honestly, it took no time. I kind of wrote the concept and then I sent him the song, and he said because he said he plays a bit of guitar. It's in a different kind of tuning, so I taught him the tuning and then sent him a video of it. Just going, here's the notes, and literally within the next hour or two, he sent me one straight back of him singing it. But he's got an epic like Scottish voice, like the guy doesn't need a microphone.
Yeah.
The power in that man's lungs. So when I got it back, I was like, whoa, I'm the only guy in the world who's got a video of Ewan Mcgregor singing a cover of this song.
Well, it's brilliant because you've obviously had a lot of highlights in the last year and a half. You definitely haven't slowed down with things. In the now and the present, you've had this sold out tour, which is brilliant, and you had a day off yesterday, I believe, and you got into Nottingham. How's Nottingham treating you? I didn't even ask, what have you guys been up to?
We went, me and Larry, my mate, went to watch Paranormal Activity last night, in the cinema. Yeah. It was supposed to be in 3D, we picked the last show before, right? We'll go when it goes dark, you know what I mean? Get the vibe. And we went in there, I screamed up to the max. Well, first of all, your Ben and Jerry's was down, which is obviously devastating. And then we went to watch the film, and the 3D wasn't even working, so it's just, you ever seen, it was like watching it with glasses on, but without the glasses on.
That's such a disappointment.
I know, and Larry went and told the guy, he said he was going to come in and fix it. So we sat there, ended up watching the whole film, just talking, waiting for the guy to come through. Got to the end and we were like, what's going on here? Went outside and they'd shut the whole place, locked it all up, and it was just me and him in the cinema. We were like, what? That was it. Nottingham's always good. Like we requested this show be on the tour because last time we played Rescue Room, I said, we're going to come back here and we want to fill Rock City. And then I got the tour back and Nottingham wasn't supposed to be on it, and I was like, oh no way. I was like begging to squeeze Nottingham in, so I'm really glad to be playing this one. It's been 88 weeks since I've been in. You know that?
I love how you know. You just off by heart. It's been precisely 88 weeks. And would you say with this tour, have you had any particular tour highlights?
They're all different. It's all different, but it's the exact same feeling. If you know what I mean. Every show is different, man. Manchester and London, they were probably the biggest shows of the tour, really, in terms of size, and they're both equally as mad but different. Manchester was more people upside down, and London was more people passing out and being carried out.
What are you guys sort of getting up to afterwards? Are you gonna have a bit of a break? Are you straight into the next album?
Well, we're supposed to have a break, yeah, but I'm gonna go put all that's left is to put a few things on the next album, and then gonna go finish the next album off, and then we're supposed to be having time off. We're supposed to have a month off and recharge a lot because everyone's saying you're getting thin and you just look tired and all that kind of stuff.
This isn't gonna happen, is it? You're not gonna take.
Well, I think that's what they tell everyone, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think we're just gonna record and go again. The music industry goes a bit quiet around Christmas and that, so I think we'll recoup at Christmas and then come back next year. But everything we've got a clearer plan now, because we've been at it. This will be 8 years next year, and we've had 2 years or 3 years really kind of on this album wave. So we kind of see it as that's chapter one. Turn that, go again. We know the mistakes we were making the first time round. We know the songs that were resonating the first time round. Let's really nail it this time. We know why we didn't strike in America as big as we did here. We know why so it's just all about adapting and moving forwards.
Sometimes, especially with bands nowadays, you see a new album and you'll see a slightly different style. For instance, just randomly, Mumford & Sons went from all sort of folk to being a bit more, I suppose, down the rock side of things, or at least it was a lot heavier. The banjo was thrown out the window. So with you guys, are you sticking to the same sort of style just with new material, or has it changed slightly?
Yeah, we're a rock and roll band, you know.
Thank you.
There's no, you can't really do anything about it. It's just it's us four, same instruments. It's all just that. It's definitely more mature. It's definitely bigger, more cinematic kind of. So as the rooms get bigger, we realise we need to take it up a gear and keep filling them. So it's still straight up rock and roll music, but it's just bigger and tighter. It's just wiser sounding.
It's the same kind of things, just matured slightly and more moulded to how it needs to be next time around.
Yeah, we didn't expect to be able to make the album we're making now till maybe the one next, just because we didn't think, nobody estimated the kind of speed of the trajectory of it.
But I think, I suppose it's also that relationship that you have with your fans that keeps them going. I mean, I was just a little girl on a gap year when I first met you, and here I am, sort of, a year later, still sat down with you. You made me a cuppa, which is very good, by the way. And it's just, Yorkshire tea. And I think PG Tips has finally lost the win now. But I think it is that loyalty that you have to people that kind of keeps them interested, keeps them believing in you guys, and it's brilliant.
That was always the ethos at the start. It was always get a fan and keep them for life. Like you say, we remember everyone who did. We remember everything. We remember everything coming through because we didn't come through it with our eyes shut. We came through it with them wide open. Like, this is quality. So we took specific notes of everyone who looked after us and knew one of those people. So it's easy.
Finally, is there a favourite track on the new album?
It's always changing. We're playing one live at the minute that I really like. That was the first I wrote for it. The whole album really. This is the last tour now. So we've got 3 days, and at the end of that we get to Southampton, and it's like split up or carry on. And, obviously it's been a good one this time, so we'll carry on.
It's been brilliant, yeah, definitely. I think splitting up's just not an option. That's not happening. Well, I wish you the best of luck tonight at Rock City. I know that there's going to be a brilliant reception for you guys, and thank you for talking to me, and I'll speak to you soon next time round. Handshake. There we go.